for the fight between Ivo Elder of Noonan, Georgia, and Dmitry Pavluchenkov of Russia. Ivo Elder, in his quarterfinal fight, trailed the whole way against Canadian Michael Strange. But just like his buddy Jacob Hudson last night, he came back in the 5th and final round and ultimately won it, a 4-3 decision. A big hug for his wife, Amy. And yes, you were #1 in that fight, Ivo. In fact, you won it by a single point. Same crowd that rooted for Jacob Hudson last night.
Right. And he met his wife in the 1st grade, Jim, so he is a fast starter.
Here's Pavluchenkov. Fought a Swede in the quarterfinal round. Mishai Yikaelo. And a victory for Pavluchenkov over Yikaelo by a 10-2 margin, pretty easy. Under 39-pound weight class, tail of the tape. Pavluchenkov 2 years older than Elder. Elder 2 inches taller, and they are equal in reach. And the rules of these bouts with Larry Merchant.
A reminder, 5 2-minute rounds, standing 8 counts can be invoked. All scoring blows worth 1 point, and the referee can do all sorts of things to these fighters if they break the rules.
Ivo's mom shooting the camera, his wife Amy holding the placard. And Ivo's dad, that's the mother, Cindy Elder, on the left, Amy on the right. Ivo's dad is in the corner with him. Here are the introductions.
This bout is scheduled at 63.5 kilos, equivalent to 139 pounds. In the red corner, and hailing from the USA, Ivo Elder. In the blue corner, and hailing from Russia, Dmitry Pavluchenkov. The referee for this bout from Tunisia, Mr. Bunab.
Big summer for Ivo Elder, got married June 28th. Second at the 1998 U.S. Challenge, third at the U.S. Championships. Says that he believes it's his destiny to be a world-class boxer. His dad, Greg Elder, an ex-Marine, got him into fighting at a very early age. Two worked together in the construction business and worked together in the gym. So Greg helps Ivo to improve as a boxer. Real name is Eben, but he says nobody's ever called him Eben. He's been Ivo as long as he can remember.
Ivo has a good jab and he keeps his hands up good.
Yeah, and we've talked before about the importance of keeping your hands up. In this scoring system in particular, it limits the number of punches your opponent can score with. Crowd chanting for Ivo in the background. Obviously, Ivo's dad is a huge influence on him. It was his dad who chose the nickname Ivo after he heard that the Ivo tribe, which originated in Nigeria, had founded St. Simon's Island off of Georgia and had refused slavery. Numbers of the tribe saying they would rather die than to be slaves. Ivo's dad said, that's the kind of guy you're going to be. The Russian, Pavluchenkov, takes a 1-0 lead. So just like his buddy Jacob Hudson last night, Ivo Elder's going to have to fight from behind.
Well, I'm sure he's used to doing that.
Ножки, у него ножки дубовые, ножки, протаскивать его, протаскивать. И
He doesn't have good legs. You move much better than your opponent.
Не надо.
Use that advantage.
Понял ты меня, да? На ногах потащи его на себя, потащи. Потащи, все нормально. Не начнешь кричать его из
Get out there and fight this man. You got to use every tool you got. Take some air. A lot of air. Every tool you got.
You gotta go get him.
Hey.
Where did the Russians score? Right there. Another body punch that found its way to the scoreboard.
Second down.
Let's go, Ebo, say Cindy and Amy. And you heard his dad saying to him, you've got to use every tool you've got. You also heard Pavluchenkov's corner telling the fighter that they don't think Elder has a good jab, and he should use that to his advantage. And Pavluchenko scores again to go ahead 2-0.
Looked like both fighters should have scored then.
Ebo had to fight from behind the entire way against Michael Strange of Canada to win in the preceding round.
Ebo is a strong puncher.
He's just not getting any credit for it so far. Might have gotten credit for that right hand, but didn't make a solid enough contact to convince 3 of the 5 judges within 1 second.
That's
Hard
what we should get
left
credit for.
That gets him on the board.
I think Ebo hurt the Russian then.
Jacob Hudson, whom you saw last night, Jacob from Augusta, Ebo from Noonan in Georgia, are such good friends that they have constantly kept a weight class apart from each other all through their youth in boxing so that they'll never have to fight each other as they both try to make it to the Olympics. Right now, Ebo's behind 3-1 now against the Russian Pavluchenkov, having scored only with the one hard left hand over the top. Critical point in the bout. You don't want to fall behind 4-1. Pavluchenkov with a couple of hard blows, but not getting any credit. Ebo wants to stay within 3-1 as he goes to the corner to listen to his dad.
What's the score, Al?
3-1.
Him? 3-1 behind. Okay, now, I don't know why we're behind, but I do know this, okay? You're not throwing your jab with authority. You're not taking mental charge of this fight, okay? What do you think's wrong? Are you tired? Okay, are your legs strong? Okay, get down over your crotch, stay balanced, and start throwing threes. Do you hear me yelling 3?
Try this combination. Right hook and follow with the left hand. And try to do it faster. You're doing fine.
There you see the Russian throwing a punch and getting credit for it, but Ebo got nothing for the counter punch. He did get credit for that. You heard Ebo's father say, I don't know why he's ahead, but he is. Deal with it.
Told his son to be balanced over his feet, throw his jab, and then start throwing threes. What do you suppose threes are, Roy?
I mean, 3-punch combinations.
And he got a point right away.
All he's talking about is right hook.
So he wants to see right jab, left cross, right hook.
Right.
And Ebo listens well and evens the score, 3 apiece.
Pavluchenkov seems to have a lot of experience at fighting other southpaws, though.
Ebo says that he's more or less ambidextrous. He fights southpaw because his dad in the military, the first time he fought a southpaw, was so confused that he felt like he was out of it in the fight. So he told his son, you're going to be a southpaw.
And most of the top amateurs in the world are southpaws.
Both fighters landed some good punches just there.
And it's still tied at 4 apiece. Fight's getting rough. And the referee warns Ebo Elder about holding behind the head. Ebo starting to unload that right hook. Not always in combination.
Father yelling back here, don't telegraph your punches. Don't telegraph your punches.
Russian likes to push his man around.
Yeah, Pavluchenkov seems like he thinks he's the stronger of the two fighters.
We're going to have some suspense here.
They like to try to manhandle the American fighters.
Hard punches by Ebo, a right and a left. Neither one scored. Another left over the top, and that puts him ahead 5-4. So Elder getting the best of the Russian in a very rough round. Winner of this fight will fight another American, or could fight another American who beat a Cuban 2 nights ago. Ricardo Williams Jr. coming up in the next bout against Pata Gvasaya of Russia. So tough fight upcoming for Williams, but he beat a Cuban 2 nights ago, looked good doing it. And he's in the same weight class as this.
That brought Ebo within a point. That right hand evened the fight. This is the punch that put him ahead, right there. Straight, solid right, left hand.
Make him pay.
He sure commits to the left hand when he throws it, Roy.
Seconds out. Round number 4.
Rough bout. Round number 4.
Oh, good counter punch by the Russian.
Hard left, and it evens the score at 5-5. Ebo popped in a little straight right in there that could conceivably have scored, but not quite enough impact. Left hand over the top for Elder, and he goes ahead 6-5.
Another good counter left by the Russian.
Pavluchenkov ties it back up at 6. Evenly matched, and both guys showing a lot of desire.
And expending a lot of energy. This is one of those rare fights that could come down to conditioning and will.
And Pavluchenkov seems to think that he's the best conditioned right now.
But Elder goes back in front 7-6. Scoring over the top with his left hand.
Oh, good shot by Elder. That should have got him a point. There's another good shot by Ebo.
Excellent left hand, and that one does score. And he's got a 2-point margin now for the first time in the fight.
Stop! Break! Box!
There it was, all 3 commands. Stop, break, box.
Every time the referee screams break, the Russian guy seems to push Ebo to make him lose his balance or make it hard for him to reset.
Russian got in a little left hand, but didn't get credit for it from the judges. Ebo still with a 2-point lead. 20 seconds remaining in the bout. Or not in the bout, but in the 4th round. Still a round to go after this one.
Ebo just keeps coming right ahead with that strong left hand.
Strong, determined kids. Both.
Counter right by the Russian narrows the margin to 8-7. And Ebo Elder will take a 1-point lead into the 5th round of the bout.
It's exactly opposite tonight, okay? You got a point lead. Breathe. Take some air. Take a lot of air. Okay, how you feel? All right, now, you got a point lead. You got sloppy at the end of that round, okay? Big breaths, big breaths. You got sloppy at the end of that round, okay? All right, that's where he got that point. You worked 2 up, okay? You work 2 of them, right? Okay? We can't get sloppy this round. You got a point lead on this guy. He's got to get, you got the point stats on him too, but you got to get another point. You got to get them hands moving and keep them up high. Okay,
listen. Listen, 2 more minutes and you got it. But you got to score. Keep your hands up, okay? This guy's going to come after you because
Straight right hand by Ebo. He's been trained to do just that.
That was Ebo Elder's 8th point, the one that stands as the working margin in the bout at this point. What an effort these unheralded American fighters are putting forth at the Goodwill Games. The drama building with every succeeding bout here in Madison Square Garden. These kids were given no chance of doing what they're doing. And now the Russian ties it back up at 8 apiece. Hard right hand from Pavluchenkov, but it was on the side of Elder's headgear. Not the place where you're going to score.
Pavluchenkov has the quicker hands, and he continuously pushes Elder around to try to keep him off balance.
Hard not to be sloppy against a fighter who works you the way this Pavluchenkov does.
Most of the older Russian fighters with the experience will work a fighter like this.
Ebo goes back in front. Now the Russian ties him again.
Now Ebo is doing the right thing. He's starting to push back.
Ebo going to the body, keeping his hands moving as his dad told him to do. Pavluchenkov trying to push Ebo off and then find an open opportunity to score. 1 minute to go. You saw the tie-break system in operation twice last night. 2 levels of tie-break. First, they go to the 5 judges' computer printouts as the Russian takes the lead 10-9. If it's even at the end, they go to the 5 judges' computer printouts, count the total punches that each of the 5 judges had given to each fighter, drop the high and the low, and the one with the higher total wins. If that's even, now they go back to the 5 judges and ask them to pick a winner in the bout. Elder ties it back up at 10 apiece.
Oh, that was a good punch by Ebo. Should have got credit for that punch. That was a beautiful overhand.
Right on the chin. Perfect punch on the chin.
There's another one. And he gets it. There's another one. Didn't get that one, but Elder with a 1-point lead, 20 seconds to go. Coming from behind as he did against the Canadian fighter in the quarterfinals. Ebo Elder won't give up. Hard right hand by the Russian, ties it at 11 apiece.
Ebo went up again.
Elder back in front.
Ebo needs to move away from him right now.
Hard left hand by the Russian. Didn't get credit. Ebo wins the bout. Unbelievable. That was as good a shot as you'll see, and the Russian didn't get credit for it.
It's okay. Ebo landed a shot just as beautiful.
I know. I know. He got cheated on one also.
Russian got robbed.
Oh, man. Did you see that punch in the last 5 seconds? Now let's take a look at Elder's winning point, the one that won the bout for him. Right there. Good left-hand shot that put him ahead 12-11. That was after he had fired an even more beautiful shot seconds before, for which he didn't get credit. And here's the decision.
The winner by points, 12-11. The winner comes from the red corner, from the USA, Ebo Elder.
Wife Amy, almost in tears. Ebo Elder, who survived a draining drama against Michael Strange of Canada in the last round, does so again here against the Russian Pavluchenkov.